Saya? Was she just another inevitable victim that the voice spoke of? I suppose it did have to be done. It had to be done. I'm Kazuo Yoshiki, but I'm also Masamune Kujo. I understand why he felt as if he had to do that. It was his fate. The Kujo family are forever linked to that cursed doll. Not anymore, though. She died. Hallelujah! Cannon Soldier. End. Thank you. Whew. Oh boy. 2 months have passed. Yeah, this is the epilogue. The occasional cool breeze signals that summer is almost over. I spent my time putting the case of the mark to rest as best I can. I put Saya to rest by burying the rabbit and contacted the surviving mark bearers. Oh. Putting the Buddha statues in places of honour was also one of those tasks. They weren't connected to the mark after all, but I couldn't just leave them there. Plus, there was no way Christie'd keep quiet about the statues. So with her guidance and Yasooka, Diamond and Banshee's help, I carried the broken statues out of the shelter and returned them to H Shrine. By now, my memory has completely returned. Things didn't quite go as originally planned, but at least the danger has passed. I don't think my decision as Masamune Kujo was wrong, but at times, waves of powerlessness and despondency overwhelm me. When I think of the victims of the mark, and of Saya in particular, my chest hurts. I want to do something for them, as the new head of the Kujo family. About the memories I've regained. I became the Kujo family head 7 years ago. I'll admit I was a bit of a recluse. I left the public appearances to Saya, preferring to stay out of the spotlight. The only photos of me are from small local newspapers. I uncovered Mary by accident in the family's warehouse 5 years ago. It was a discovery that changed my life. I travelled extensively abroad in order to learn more about Mary. In one country I got into an accident and fell into a coma for half a year. Even worse, that country proceeded to treat me as an unidentified traveller. I don't know if that was merely my terrible luck or if Mary's curse had something to do with it. When I was finally able to contact home, Saya had already become the new lead. The rest was as the tape said. I had no idea that Mary's power was far greater than I had imagined. All of my efforts to suppress her power were completely useless. My memories unravelled faster than I thought. How did Mary come to be in the first place? One theory says a doll maker in the 19th century used magic to create her. Another says the spirit of a young girl who died prematurely took up residence in a doll. In the end, it's still a mystery. No one knows what happened to create a doll like that. We only know that each of Mary's owners died tragic deaths. Shortly after the turn of the 20th century, she came to be owned by the head of the Kujos. He either didn't know of the curse or simply didn't believe it. Disasters began befalling the family. Mary gained enough power to become sentient and produce spirits. Then the tragedy in the shelter happened. The seething grudges of the experiments, victims and the Buddha statues. They may have triggered her awakening. Whatever Mary's true identity is, the fact remains she altered many people's fates. Mine and the mark bearers included. Speaking of, an update on the surviving mark bearers. And because I believe I got the good ending and everything, they're all alive and well. Mo Watanabe became a part-time writer for her favourite magazine, Oop Arts Monthly. She sometimes comes to Kujo Mansion to interview me about spirits and ghosts. Tsukasa Yoshida is studying every day for the middle school exams next year. He bragged in his letter to me about how well he did in the national mock tests. Satoru Mashita bought me a drink like promised. Seems he's thinking about becoming a private detective. He actually asked me if I wanted to join him. Was he serious? I don't know for sure. So Sho Nagashima is picking fights, riding his bike and doing whatever he wants, as usual. But recently out of the blue I heard he's joined his neighbourhood's baseball team. Christiane Aurora has started writing an essay exposing all of her past affairs. She's trying to get back into the industry. Suzu Morimiya was able to see her father. Lately she started asking me for advice about how to get her parents to reconcile. I have no idea if I helped at all, but she says they sometimes have meals together now. Hey! So, Aito Nakamatsu has gone back to surfing the BBs every day. Or BBS every day, as usual. But what's new is he's been stopping by the City Employment Centre. I guess he wants to get a steady job and be a role model for Suzu. Best of luck to him. So, a day doesn't go by that I don't see Kashiwagi on TV as part of Love and Hero. She sent a ticket like she promised, but I need to drum up some courage to go to a concert for teens, alone, at my age. Yeah, I mean, true. Tawako Yasuoka is still working as a fortune teller in Ginza. Apparently she believes I have spiritual powers or something. She keeps sending customers with spirit problems to the mansion. I wish she'd stop. So Madoka Hiru spends her days working as a researcher while also visiting the shelter. Her and Banshee squabble a lot, but I wish she'd stop complaining to me about it. Shuji Diamond seems to be doing better now, like a weight's been lifted off his chest. He's in the process of convincing officials to publicise the shelter and build a memorial for it. And then Banshee! Banshee Aito has returned to his beloved underground shelter. He stops by the mansion sometimes, filling the place with his scent. Of course he comes to beg me for food. Alright. Now then. I finish my break and return to the workbench in the corner of the room. Over the past 2 months, Mary has managed to repair herself. Yeah, it does sound gross. I suppose because he's homeless and lives in an underground shelter, he probably doesn't bathe. I have a feeling he doesn't smell great. But it does sound like he just goes around pissing on things. Her power hasn't completely come back yet, but she's still extremely frightening. The ninjutsu alone won't be enough to continue sealing her powers in the years to come. We must prepare extra spiritual measures. It's taken a long time to get those ready, but today I finally finished. Huh. Once everything is complete, I replace the ninjutsu inside Mary. Finally, it's over. I pick Mary up and put her in a wood box. 5 years. This all started when I opened the lid of this box. Mary stares up at me from the depths of the box. I have no idea if she's aware of what's happening right now. But there's no doubt she'll regain her powers when the ninjutsu wears out, decades from now. I'm determined to find a way to destroy this cursed doll before that happens. Until that day... You need to stay asleep, Mary. I thought she like turned to ash when I hit her with the ninjutsu. Deathmark. End. There we go, we beat it. Woohoo! I mean, we're not done. There's a DLC chapter, but even still. That was awesome. I really enjoyed that. What the hell am I seeing on the right? It was just a really intriguing game. Very much enjoyed it. The question I have though is how the hell do I actually start the DLC? Actually, I'll just look that up. How to save Mo. How to save... Wow. You need to beat the main game and get the good endings. Oh wow! The fact you need the good ending to actually do it is crazy. I'm just hoping that I have the DLC chapter installed, because if I don't, you have to go through the entire ending again. It seems that it auto-starts after good ending, yeah. I kinda wish it didn't. I wish it just gave me an option, because I want to save the game and then end the session, because I want to save the DLC chapter for its own session. Because from what I know, it's a bit of a doozy. As in, like, it's a long one. But I'm pretty sure I have the DLC. I don't remember. Fingers crossed. If it gives me options to save, I'll just probably put it onto a different slot. And now, it's time for another story. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're on chapter 6. Woohoo! I'll go through it until I can save, and then that'll do. And now, a lot of time has passed. Maybe. Please. Yeah? Does suck that you can't just save whenever you want. The muted chirping of insects gently drift along a breeze that enters the mansion. It's cool enough to sleep through the night again. It's nearly autumn after all. Yeah, we're on chapter 6. Okay, good. Phew! I stare out the window at the unchanging scenery without really seeing it. Clouds in the distance rumble with thunder. As if on cue, a chill wind brushes up against the window pane. Oh my god, he spoke. Rain again, huh? I comment because otherwise it feels like I'm in a dream. It's as if a stranger is speaking. Hey. I stare at the leaden sky. A leaden sky. Even though I'm resting in a chair, I feel like I'm somewhere far away. When I shift, I see out of the corner of my eye the stack of books piled on the desk. Some were pretty difficult to get my hands on. But I don't feel like reading them anymore. I could read all of them, and none will give me any type of clue. That's all I've learned after all this time wasted. The longer I try, the further away it gets. That thing sleeping in the wooden box. I head downstairs to make myself a coffee, or some coffee. There's a sudden knock at the door. That hollow sound doesn't bring back good memories. It used to signal the arrival of new bark bearers to the mansion. But that's in the past now. Maybe I can I press square to save? No. Start? Nope. I swing the door open. Standing in front of me is... Oh. Oh my god, she speaks. It's Mo. Hiya. Mo Watanabe. I'm wondering if the reason you need the good ending to actually trigger the DLC is because otherwise, well, to get the normal ending, your partners die, so... And if your partner dies with... I suppose it depends. Like, Mo's shown up. Oh, then again... I'm just trying to think how it plays out in Hanahiko's chapter. So in Hanahiko's chapter... I think it's always Mo you have to finish with. Yeah, because whoever you take with isn't up for fighting. Like, whatever the hell his name is. He goes crazy and can't really even string together a sentence. Whereas you wake her up and kind of give her a slap, and then she helps you. But like, if she dies, she wouldn't show up here, so... I guess that makes sense. Is now a good time, mister? Oh, if it isn't, just tell me and I'll leave you alone. Yeah, it's fine. Mo flashes a carefree smile and steps inside with a pep in her step. Just her presence makes this place feel less gloomy. With a start, I realised that Mo isn't my only visitor. Oh my god, it's both of them! It's been a while. I'm sorry for coming without contacting you. Tsukasa, this is rare. Why are you here? It had been a while since we'd met up, so we talked about what happened. And obviously, the topic came to you. So I told him that I visit you a lot and that he should come with me. No big deal, right? I was just getting bored. Of course I don't mind, I'm just getting bored. Yeah, I figured as much. You seem the type with time on your hands. I haven't seen them both together since the mark. Mo's come by sometimes for interviews and the like for an occult magazine, but this is the first time I've seen Tsukasa Yoshida since then. I wasn't really concerned over him, but I'll admit I'm relieved to see he's alright. It's weird that everybody can speak. At least they say one line. I'm glad to see you're well. Have you gotten the chance to relax? I have. But aren't you busy with entrance exams? Do you have time to waste doing this? Breaks are important. As an adult, you should understand that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I glance over to see Mo staring at me. What is it? It's just, I'm working hard at my job too. You don't have anything to say? It's only natural to work out, don't catch a cold. Oh, I know you are. Trust me, I know you are. You've barreled your way in here several times already. That doesn't sound very encouraging. But no way am I a match for Tsukasa. He works crazy hard. He was first in the recent mock tests. That's only natural. After all, I have a goal. You do? I've never heard him mention it. Or maybe I should say I never expected him to say he has a goal. You have something you're trying to accomplish. My parents were lawyers, so I was thinking of entering the judicial profession, but... was thinking, huh? Has he changed his mind then? Wow, that's a cool dream. Jurassic. So you like dinosaurs too? What? Tsukasa's glare is full of contempt. Not Jurassic, judicial. As in working and dealing with the law. Are you really in high school, Mo? I was wondering where the hell she got that from. I've never been at a loss for words before. To be honest, no, I'm not sure. If possible, I'd like to ask you for your opinion, mister. Is that alright? I don't mind, but I'm kinda surprised. Who'd think Tsukasa would ask me for advice? That incident I was wrapped up in started it. Now I know there are so many incomprehensible things in the world. I'm considering going into science in order to elucidate them. But my parents, I feel that it would be difficult to tell them. I see, that's what's going on. It's a serious predicament. You don't seem like someone who has much in the way of work experience, but what do you think I should do? Tell them now, think it over first. It's difficult to say. Everything that happened could have just shaken him up. It might be good to talk it out with his family and think on it before deciding. So that's what I tell him. I see, it's true I have time. Thank you very much. I feel a bit better now. I have no idea if my advice was really helpful or not, but Tsukasa bows politely to me. Great. You good now? Your future's bright, unlike this old guy here, so don't worry so much. That's not true. I'm sure he also has a bright. They both look at me. Yeah, nope. Can't picture it. But that's what makes him approachable, so he's good to vent to, at least. Wow, I'm a sponge. But there definitely are things that only he can do. Honestly, I can't think of any myself. I can make a good pot of coffee, but that's not really what they're talking about. I mean, there's that doll. Tsukasa falls silent. It seems my expression gave me away. Have you not made much progress? Nothing I can share at the moment. I've researched everything I can. Mary's true identity is as elusive as smoke. I still haven't managed to find clues. So I'm taking a bit of a break right now. I'm glossing over it. But to be honest, any sort of tension has vanished. My rest hasn't relaxed me, it's more like I'm a balloon that's lost all of its air. If I was risking my life and facing death every day, it might be different, but... right now my determination to move forward, that I had back then, is gone. That's so. I'm sorry, I had no idea. Then it might be best for you to rest and relax a bit. How about a trip to improve your mood? You might get a good idea. I'm about to reply to that when... another knock? What the fuck? There's another knock at the door. Who could that be? Yes, who is it? Mo calls out playfully like she lives here and skips over to answer the door. I'm coming in. I have no idea who that is. It's a guy. The brusque voice belongs to... hey! It's ex-detective Satoru Mashita. I quite like his voice. Oi oi. Hey, what's all this? When did you start a daycare? It's the same people you were in... it's the same people from the first case. First chapter. I keep calling them cases. Ace Attorney has taken over. Huh, Mr. Mashita? Why are you here? Did you come to see us? Most clearly excited, but Tsukasa is collected as he bows politely. I'm in your debt for your help back then. Still, I'm surprised. I didn't think we'd be able to meet here. Mashita gives an annoyed shake of his head. I'm the one asking why you're here. Damn, we're going in circles now. Don't lie, I know you're happy to see us. You're always hiding your feelings. Oh, but what a huge coincidence. We've got everyone from the Hanahiko case back together again. This is totally destiny. I feel conflicted seeing her innocent smile. If everyone's happy after such a horrific event, then maybe it'll fade quickly to memory. Everyone, huh? In that case, one being is missing. As he glances at a spot in the room, he's on about Mary. It would be best to change the subject. So, why are you here? I have something to ask you first. He answers me with a question, like usual. Yoshiki, you told that fortune teller about my office, didn't you? Does he mean Tawako Yasuoka? Yeah, it might have come up while I was talking to her about Mary. Why'd you have to go and do that? Now I'm drowning under investigation requests. Wait, does that mean... Are you a private eye, Mr. Mishita? Mo butts in, her eyes shining. She's not timid, I'll grant you that. Wow, I guess you'd be pretty good at that. No, if you get an interesting job, bring me along with you. Even Mishita can only blink at her innocence. And this is exactly why it's annoying. Still, when I think about it, Mishita's complaints don't make much sense. How could it be disadvantaged by my sharing his info with Yasuoka, who's incredibly famous? He himself said he was drowning under requests. I only told her about your office. What's wrong with that? Getting job requests is good, isn't it? What detective hates too many requests? Plus, he only just started. Even if he's insanely talented, there's no way he's already overwhelmed. It depends on what the request is about. The one I just got is the worst. Did he just hesitate, Mishita? It's your fault that this happened. So, Yoshiki? Yes? I'm going to have you help me. Help you? Wait a minute. What are we talking about here? Can't you guess based on the context? I believe he's telling you he wants your help with a detective job. Wow, I can't really picture him working as a private eye though. Now if he were to investigate a supernatural phenomenon, that would be Wait, don't tell me. This worst request ever that you got. We all hold our breath as we stare at Mishita. Exactly, a spirit might be involved. Ah, shit. It's a good opportunity. This is what I heard from that old fortune teller. Yay! I was just gonna say chapter 6. Fuck, I don't want this! Oh! Chapter 6, Little Red Riding Hood. Well, sadly we started chapter 6, but as soon as I can save, I'll end the session. But it's not letting me. No, this is totally for real, I swear. I think I saw something real bad on that Love Hotel street the other day. Oh god, it takes place there. No! You heard about the Red Riding Hood girl? That rumour about people disappearing after entering the that Love Hotel in K-City. On rainy days, this girl stands by the road like she's trying to get customers. Anyone who goes in the hotel with her ends up missing. And here's the kicker. Eventually they're found, but their heads are so messed up they can't even remember their names. Some end up dying in the hospital and others jump in front of trains. Jesus. I totally forgot when I was walking around at night the last time it rained. And there was a girl in a red raincoat there, so I thought I'd chat her up. But when I got close to her... Tell me, are you... single? She suddenly started whispering to me. I got real creeped out, so I bolted. No, I'm seriously glad she didn't follow me. Thinking back on it, something was odd. It wasn't raining that hard, but she was the only one who was soaked from head to toe. Later I realised that raincoat was probably soaked with blood. Well, it was a red raincoat. Dun dun dun. That's all I was told. I'm sorry, but I must say that sounds like a simple ghost story. The rainy shopping district and the red raincoat, rather suspicious. Mishita ignored Tsukasa looking straight at me instead. It's enough to make me concerned. I'll leave the rest to you, Yoshiki. Solve it yourself, you've been with me. Sure. I'm bogged down with my other cases. I don't have time to spare. It's your fault that old lady brought this to me. so you need to take responsibility. But... come on, you can help him out a little. I'll help too. The editorial department might have some info on a case like this. And your investigations need an assistant, right? Did you learn nothing, Miss Moe? Isn't this what put you in danger last time? Last time? Those words draw my eyes immediately to a certain spot. The sofa, yep. She's not here anymore. The same thing won't happen. It can't. But somewhere deep in my heart, I'm anxious. Don't work yourself up. It's more likely that it's just a lie. A bunch of it sounds like it was just made up. That's why it's such a pain to have an absurd request like this brought to me. Mashita's right, it's highly likely the whole story was made up. If I had to point out anything concerning about it, it's pretty detailed for just a rumour, and it leaves the same kind of impression as rumours of real spirits. But it's better to be safe than sorry. If it does end up true, then we need to act now, yeah? Okay, I'll do it. I hoped you'd say that. We better get No, I'm going alone. What? No way, that's not fair. I knew she'd complain, but I can't put her in harm's way. Listen, Mo, I need you to search for info. I've got no way to research these rumours, but you have access to a lot more than me. Use your position to gather information. I really hate sitting out and watching you do everything. But if that's how I can help best, then that's what I'll do. This time. If you find anything out though, tell me, okay? I promise. It's settled. Mashita takes out a notebook, rips out a page and hands it to me. The address of the hotel, Masquerade, is abandoned now though. Meet there at 8, tomorrow night. 8 PM? I have to go at a specific time? The client set the time. The old lady said she'd call in help, so it's probably a scheduling thing. I don't have to handle this alone then. Plus, this is Yasuoka. I'm sure she has some kind of plan in mind. Well then, I need to get to my other cases. Mashita turns his heel and vanishes out the front door. But he's just as suddenly back. What's wrong? Weren't you leaving? Nothing, just realised it's a little late for kids to be wandering around outside. Mashita calls out to the other two. Hey you two, I'll drive you back, so hurry up and get in the car. Oh, is that okay? Then I'll take you up on that. I agree, it is pretty late, sorry to trouble you. Well then mister, we'll be going. Give me a chance to bloody save, Christ! The rhythmic ticking of the grandfather clock echoes through the hall. How long has it been since those three went home? I sit and mull over what Mashita told me. I have a bad feeling about this. It's perfectly reasonable to believe it's just rumours. A normal case even. But the more I think about it, the more I'm doubting. Or the more I'm doubting it. I avert my eyes from the sofa. I silently ask its absent master a question. But of course, there's no way she'd reply. The next evening. Why? No save! God, this sucks. I get ready and leave my room with heavy steps. Fuck's sake, just let me save. The clock says it's 6 on the dot. It's still early for the meet-up time. I guess unconsciously I'm a little impatient. I'm already ready. There's no reason to wait here at the mansion. Guess I'll go. I'll just kill time though if I'm early. I'll learn the truth, in and out, it'll be quick. I turn the car key, my mood improved somewhat. New info was added to the spirit file, rumours of Red Riding Hood, other. Thank fucking God. Talk. May as well head out now. Fuck, I didn't mean to! No! I thought Talk would take me to the sofa. I'm an idiot. Bastard. Well, I guess I'll just keep going till I get to another save. Because I'm a fucking fool. I don't know why I bothered doing that. That was dumb. So according to Mashita's note, Masquerade is in the centre of K-City. It's not far, but I don't know the area. No harm in leaving a little early. Can't believe it. Okay, never mind. Okay, I thought it was going to take me. That's fine. Whew! Dodged a bullet. Jesus. Oh my god. I may as well read this, why not? 3 pages. So rumours of Red Riding Hood, other. One day as summer comes to an end, Mo and Tsukasa suddenly come to visit. As we're catching up, another former mark bearer appears. It's Mashita. Before our surprise can even settle in, he starts telling us about a request that the fortune teller, Tawako Yasuoka, brought to him. There's a ghost story that takes place on the hotel street in K-City. A young girl wearing a red raincoat appears on rainy days, and anyone who enters a hotel with her ends up missing. Even worse, they're later discovered to have gone insane and tragically ending their lives. That's the dark rumour swirling around K-City. So Mashita makes me investigate the rumours because he's pissed I told Yasuoka about his office. Mo gets excited about the occult, but I can't get her involved again, so I ask her to gather info for me while I visit the hotel in question. Masquerade alone. Mashita thinks the whole mess is bull, but for some reason I'm uneasy. Maybe it's just my imagination. Hallelujah, I can actually save. Thank God. There are no mark bearers in general. Okay, cool. Well, there we go. So I can finally end the session. It sucks that I'm already on chapter 6, but whatever, it's fine. Either way, that is going to be the end of the session. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.